Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Hard 100, a video series documenting the culling of my collection from what it is to what it's going to be. There are a few games that I have that are played out. We talked about a game way back when called Magic Maze that I played once or twice and it wasn't fun anymore. But then there are the games that I have played so many times that I kind of never want to see them again. I think we're talking about one of those today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a game that there are many iterations of it, so many. I played the original whenever it first came out. It was like $10. That game was, man, it was fun. It got so much buzz. And then a while back, I got a version of this game that was very nice and very sexy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk Love Letter. Love Letter, the Kanai Factory Big Game Night Edition, a game by Seiji Kanai, is a game of go fish. What you're doing is very simple. On your turn, you are going to draw a card and you are going to play a card. What your goal is to try to be the last person in the round. The theme is that you are trying to get a love letter, haha, to the princess. And then she will give you tokens of affection in the form of little red cubes. First person to a certain number of cubes wins. There are a whole bunch of different cards that you can pick, and they are very well laid out on the reference card. And if you look in the upper left-hand corner, all of the cards have different values. So if you get to the end of the round, whoever has the highest value is the winner of that round. If you make it to the end of the round, there are all kinds of things that can knock you out of the round. For example, if you have a soldier, you simply play the soldier and say, oh, I think you are the wizard. And then if you're the wizard, you're out. It's kind of like a go fish kind of thing. There is the clown that lets you look at another person's hand. There is the knight, which allows you to compare hands with someone next to you, and whoever has the lower value is out of the rounds. This is a really good way to get rid of soldiers. There is the priestess, who if you put her in front of you, no one can come at you until it is your turn again. There are two of each of those cards, including the wizard. All the wizard lets you do is choose any player and they discard their hand, or you can even have you discard your hand, which is in fact your other card. Why would you want to do that? Oh, that's easy, because if anyone ever discards the princess, they are out of the round. There is also the general or the king in some of the other games, and you just trade hands with another player of your choice, so you can give them something that you know, and having that information is really, really important. There's also the minister right here, which, this is the marquee actually, but there's a minister and a marquee. There's alternate art for a lot of the cards in this version of the game. And all this is if your hand ever reaches 12 or more, you're automatically out. So this one is a very good chance to win the round, but if you draw a 5, 6, 7, or 8, you're out of the round, because if you add those two together, you're fucked. And then of course there is the princess herself. Her only thing is that if you discard this, you're out of the round. This one has a prince, 3 other princess arts. If you're gonna have a copy of this game, this is gonna be the copy of the game to have, because this is nice. The cards aren't traditional cards. This is essentially cardboard, and it's sturdy. The corners will bend up a little bit with their blackness, but it's the way to play. This is also by AEG. It says 5-minute fun. Here's the problem with Love Letter. Played the shit out of Love Letter. I've played this game dozens and dozens of times. When you play it, you don't just play it once. You play maybe like 10 or 15 rounds, depending on the number of players. It's fun, and if you've never played it, god damn it, go get Love Letter. It is perfect for your shelf for a limited time. This game, Love Letter, let's do some housekeeping before we get into the nitty-gritty. For 2 to 4 players, 2 players has this weird variant you have to do. I have only played this game with 4 players, and it's perfect with 4 players. I have no idea how I would play with 3. Ages 14 and up? Okay, what? Why? And then just 20 minutes of playtime. Come here, check this shit out. 20 minutes of playtime, but 5 minutes of fun. What? Okay. 5 minutes at a time? I don't know. But Love Letter. I will say this. Love Letter, in its beautiful version of this box, there is a Batman version and a Hobbit version and the original Tempest version and all those other things, but Love Letter, I'm sorry, dear. You are out of the Hard 100 because I have played you to death. I played you again recently, and I had none of that joy from when I first played it, and the other people that played it, they seem to enjoy it. And because they seem to enjoy it, I might actually give this to one of them, because this isn't a game for me anymore, because I've already played the crap out of it. I don't care if I ever play it again. I've gotten everything there is to get out of it, and I never need to play it again. If anything, I've fallen out of love with it. But there was a time, years ago, when I would want to do nothing but play Love Letter and talk about Love Letter. You were there probably, 2000 something. And it was great, and everyone was playing it, and everyone was having a damn great time. But now we've moved on. There are other games that we want to play. The staying power for this game is pretty good, but there are other things I'd rather play, and I have other openers and closers, because I'm not using the word filler, because I don't like calling games fillers, because you put a lot of time and they put a lot of effort into them. I have other games that are a little bit shorter that I like a lot more than Love Letter that have not lost that shine. But Love Letter, I'm sorry, you are out of the hard 100. I will miss you. This is probably the best game that I have gotten rid of in the hard 100. I hate to see it go, but you know what? Parting is such sweet sorrow. Absence makes the heart go fonder. All that kind of stuff. So ladies and gentlemen, go pick up yourself a copy of Love Letter if you've never played it. If you have played it and you still love it, play it with someone you do love. Bittersweet. Is this Valentine's Day? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this hard 100. I hope you and yours well find a loved one and give them a big old hug and a big old smooch and tell them how much you used to love Love Letter, but we don't love it anymore because we're spending all that love and time on you. Peace out, beautiful people.